All right, guys. So Biden was asked about my favorite topic, UFOs/UAPs. And I know some of you guys probably are tired of me talking about this, but Biden was asked about it. Okay, Biden was asked about it. And I said in my last video that I hope Biden's asked about it, and I expected him to be asked about it. And lo and behold, Fox News, right? Probably the only somewhat reputable news source out there in mainstream media, had the cojones to actually ask. And this made me excited because I was very curious as to know what Biden's answer would be in regard to this question. But unfortunately, instead of satisfying my curiosity, he actually pissed me off because he folded like a wet blanket in the worst way possible.
If you're not asking me a mean one like you usually do.
It's something interesting, I think, that has not come up. President Obama says that there is footage and records of objects in the skies, these unidentified aerial phenomenon, and he says we don't know exactly what they are. What do you think that it is?
I would ask him again. Thank you. Come on, Walt, let's go.
All right, guys. So, as you can see, he refused to answer the question. But before he refused to answer the question, he makes jokes about how reporters can't ask him questions if they're mean. And this is almost like a running joke for Biden now. And I don't really think it's very funny because you guys remember just a couple days ago, he was joking about running over a reporter for asking him about Israel, Palestine. And I'm like, okay, why is the president making jokes about journalists asking him legitimate, hard questions? I don't think that's something he should be joking about. And it just pissed me off that he started off that way. And then he proceeds to not answer the question. Not only does he not answer the question, the journalists laugh at the president of the United States refusing to answer a question about the national security of this country. A very serious question on a very serious subject that the military, the Pentagon, that the national news media is talking about, that could potentially have dramatic effects on the world as we know it. The president of the United States just straight up refuses to answer the question. He didn't even do it in a way that was smart or cunning or anything like that, right? He did it in like basically the worst way possible. He could have at least said something funny like, well, that's why they call UFOs, because they're unidentified, right? We don't know what they are. That's literally what he could have said and just been done with it. But he didn't even do that. He said, well, you can ask Obama again. Like, bro, what does that mean? He asked you what you think it is. He didn't ask you what do you think Obama thinks it is. He asked you what you think it is. But I guess Biden can't answer any questions without a teleprompter. Okay? And I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't prepared for this question. Okay? Because his administration is sloppy. Right? He probably had somebody in his ear with that earpiece telling him, don't answer this question. Don't answer it. You ain't prepared for it. Don't answer this question. That's probably what his overlord/handlers was telling him. And we know they tell him for a fact not to answer questions. We already know that. Jen Psaki said that. Dude just folded like a wet blanket. Like, is this man required to answer any hard questions? Okay. Also, is the media ever going to hold him accountable for folding on these questions, not answering questions? Right? We can barely get a press conference from the man. So when you actually get a press conference from him and you ask a legitimate question, no, it's not okay for him just to refuse to answer the question and just walk out. No, that's not cool. You should at least attempt to answer the question. You can say something like, this is classified. I can't talk about it. You know, I don't know what it is. Just say something. Refuse that. And don't just say nothing and walk out. And again, like I said, guys, journalists laughing. That's the worst part. This is how much of a joke the liberal media has become. They're laughing at the sitting president refusing to answer questions that are important for national security. They're laughing. It's a joke to them. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's not even the fact that he gave a BS answer, because it's just the fact that he didn't give an answer at all. And the media just let him get away with it. Trump at least attempted to answer the question. I mean, when Trump was questioned by Maria Bartiromo, it sounds like she was getting him off the cuff. And he answered, right? He BS'd, but Obama BS'd. All the presidents BS on the answer. And that's expected, right? He didn't just fold on the question altogether like Biden did. It's like going out on a date and not expecting to, you know, go the whole mile, if you guys know what I'm saying. But you expect to, you know, get a little bit, at least leave a little bit satisfied. But instead, I feel like I just left with blue balls. But hey, man, what can you say at this point? The media is a joke. This presidency is a joke. And it is what it is. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.